Okay, great. So today with the invitation for today, I believe you saw that I sent you the two links for the previous webinar held last week. Today, our topic will discuss a little bit the issue of artificial intelligence and how to introduce artificial intelligence, how to introduce artificial intelligence for students, because we know it's really critical for us as teachers to make this approach. And unfortunately, there is lots of solutions or I don't know, so let us say solutions that are providing to teach AI, but not in an educational way, not respecting the age of the students. And this is really very critical for this. I remember in 2017, like back 7 years from now, when I was in London attending the BET show, the leading exhibition for technology into education. There was it's not a company in the UK, but it's an association, let's say, providing a platform. At that time, it was only available for the UK territory. It was like machine learning for kids.uk, and the slogan was, at that time, the slogan was teaching artificial intelligence for small kids starting in grade 2. So I was shocked at that time, and I met the guys, and they explained me that they are preparing students in the UK in order to start understanding what is machine learning in order to reach artificial intelligence. And now, today, in 2024, almost we are here, and we are searching for solutions to teach students, to make them understand actually what is machine learning and how to introduce artificial intelligence and the challenging topics. From my experience, the first issue that we have to take into consideration as teachers is respecting the age of the students. I mean, we cannot, with all the background that we have in any topic, to start, let's say, to start working with the students, not taking into consideration the skills that he has acquired in the previous years and his age and the capacity to analyze and to understand issues related to coding, related to other topics as data structure and as filtering and other topics. This is the main issue for me. This is why when we want to introduce artificial intelligence, and it was based on which standards, I start my presentation to say that machine learning and artificial intelligence is based on the human intelligence, and the human intelligence is based on basically on repetition and repetition and repetition. When we were born, we were kids having like few months or 1 or 2 years. Our parents was teaching us like to recognize colors and shapes and names, and later on at school They taught us how to solve problems in math, how to do grammar, how to etc. etc. So all this concept was based on repetition and repetition and repetition. And when we talk about human intelligence, basically the human intelligence is based on the brain and the senses that we have. So, and actually we have like 5 senses. What I'm saying now is like the introduction that you are invited to do or to practice with your students in terms of talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning. I did it many times for adults and for juniors, and it shows really high interest from the approach I did and I'm doing with you right now. So the human intelligence is based on the brain and on the senses that we have, and the artificial intelligence is based also on a brain, which is the computer, and on what we call the senses that the computer can detect and analyze. But here, if we want to make a comparison between both human intelligence and artificial intelligence, it's clear that we have the 5 senses, but for the artificial intelligence, it's based on the picture and the sound. And other than that, we don't have till now artificial intelligence for the smell, for the taste, and for the touch. So the computer cannot taste, cannot smell, and even cannot touch to know that this is leather, this is glass, this is wood, and so on. So we can say that the human intelligence is more developed than the artificial intelligence. This is what you are invited to explain to your students, simply because for the artificial intelligence, it is limited for 2 senses, which are the camera and the microphone, mainly. And the brain will analyze those data, of course, with the text that is stored. But what makes a difference between human intelligence and artificial intelligence is this huge data that the computer can analyze and can collect and can treat quickly. And I can give you an example for that. Now we are talking about the radiology or the scanner that we are performing in medicine. Okay, so when we can say that this doctor is good enough to give us the well treatment or can analyze well the scan documents or the scanner for any part of our body, the moment this doctor did hundreds and thousands of lecture of those documents, those scanners, ERM, let's say, so it's more and more about experience and about know-how. But what if the computer stores like 100,000 of those pictures, and all those pictures are treated and compared, let's say, to imagine that we are doing ERM for the brain, okay? So this computer or supercomputer treating artificial intelligence, he knows that he is trained to analyze and to read those pictures in order to say that the ERM is good or we have some issues to take into consideration. So here, the difference is huge between the human being to treat and to analyze data, and always it's limited for the experience, the doctor, the architect, the teacher, any profession. The experience is limited in time and in the number of documents, but at the same time, the computer has lots of power to collect more those data, and this is where the artificial intelligence are faster than the human, and they are giving results, developed results on this issue. But another thing that we have to take into consideration as educators, and this is very important, and I believe that it's more important that than teaching how to do small applications regarding artificial intelligence. We can say that we have to teach ethics and how students should behave and should take this artificial intelligence into consideration, because it's not allowed for us as teachers to say that it's okay, let us give the option for students to go on ChatGPT or on another solution for AI and to work on. We are all teachers, and we know very well that it's really critical for students at a school having lower grades and age less than 18, let's say, or even 21. So it's not allowed for them to trust AI and to rely on AI, because this will be really critical for that. This was the first part of my presentation, and based on this, I will start. Let's say my second part of this presentation by sharing with you our vision of integrating the AI, at school, and how we can see this solution integrated. So first of all, we all agree that students that we have are well trained on Scratch as a simple program, and we all know that mastering the use of Scratch will simplify the task for students to work on robotics, to work on the microbit, to work on Arduino, because all those solutions are relying on what we call the block coding. And in case we want to introduce, especially for lower grades, without telling them that this is AI, because while doing the application, they will notice that it's like the face recognition on my telephone, or it's like voice recognition, or doing a game using AI, and so on and so on. So I believe that it's a major error that a teacher can do if he tries to explain and put effort in order to show students especially in lower grades. I'm talking about grade 4 till grade 7, 8, 9, plus minus. It's really critical today. Maybe in 1 month or later, solutions will be developed more and more. But for sure that at this age, students will not have the ability to analyze and to understand AI as we did, because they have limited knowledge in coding and in data structuring and in machine learning and so on. All what you can do for them as introduction, and believe me, this will work 100% good, is when you start by giving them examples about data. And from there, they can imagine the volume of data that are becoming bigger and bigger from day to day. And they can, or you can start like a discussion or a conversation by asking them questions and telling them that before the age of digital cameras, okay, we had the negative film of the classic camera, and the number of pictures that we had in each house was limited to, let's say, 100 pictures. And even before the age of the cameras on our mobile phone, the volume of pictures that each one of us is taking is really limited. And now with the age of the mobile cell, okay, mobile phone, if we go over our phone, we can see that sometimes we have 5,000 pictures, 10,000 pictures, and so on. So even the voice, even the text that we are transmitting over the internet. So all those data that are developed today through the technology that we have, the picture, the sound, the videos, the voice recognition, the text analyzing documents. So all those solutions will lead us to have like not dummy pictures or not dummy, excuse me, or not dummy text or not dummy voices, but intelligent voices and intelligent pictures and intelligent text. And you should know that if you post 10 pictures of the dog you have at home, or let's say a bottle of water, a new bottle of water, you post it on the internet without taking the permission, okay, there is like a software running or applications running in the background, and those softwares will analyze every single picture and sound and video and text and voice that we are uploading. Imagine. And this is how you should do this approach with your students, to aware them about what to post, what to share, what to take into pictures, and so on and so on. So this is what this is how, or this is how we should do this introduction, by comparing the old age of the technology where pictures and the text and the voices and videos were limited in number, in quantity, and even when we used to store them on the internet, we don't have the ability to scan them and to analyze them to in order to make them like smart. And as I said, when you when you post 5 pictures of a new bottle of water, okay, the AI running on the internet servers will take those pictures and will compare them to the pictures that the AI have. So that's why he will be able to classify them under the category of a bottle of water or dogs or flower or car and so on and so on. So basically, here we are talking about what we call machine learning. Remember, a newborn, when his first age, few weeks and few months, we started to show him pictures telling them, this is a bottle of water, this is a bottle of water. And by repetition, we will reach the point of what? We will reach the point of knowing or recognizing a bottle of water from a dog, recognizing colors, recognizing shapes, and so on and so on. So it's very critical and it's very important to start introducing AI without focusing on this comparison between yesterday and today, between the artificial, the machine learning and the human learning based on the repetition. And then on saying that today we have applications online able to analyze and to store and to transform a scanned document from a dummy document to a wise and intelligent document. So basically, this is how the introduction should be done in grade in grades between 4 and 8 or 9. And for that, once this introduction is done, I believe that we can go through some simple application related to Scratch in order to show them how to deal with applications while programming, while playing. We can go and reach the point of making AI application to be able to be understood by students, not like the real AI that is running where there is lots of technical word, lots of technical skills, and so on and so on. And for this purpose, we are proposing in our curriculum 01 a digital section on our platform 01.education in order to enhance AI. Yes, Hiba, do you have a question?
Yes, Mr. Wissam. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you for your effort, but I need to ask about something. We are using 01 education books, but I didn't see this curriculum before.
It will be uploaded digital online.
Okay, it will be from grade what? And
grade
started
4.
from grade
grade 4.
Grade 4.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, you are the most welcome. All right. So hello, Mrs. Ghada Bahiri, you are the most welcome. And Mrs. Noha is asking about what about the neural network system and how to teach AI about it. To be honest, Noha, I believe that this will be tough for us as teachers and for students to understand, but promise to do a deep research and we'll get back to you the moment I have more detail. That could be neural network system. Okay, so I was saying that for all the teachers present here, we are like 50 teachers. All teacher using 01 this year, and they did not activate their account on the platform. I do invite them to do this in order to get access back for 1 year to our digital resources that we are updating continuously. And we started by implementing STEAM projects inside in order to help you for this. And in order to get access to this additional part, which is the AI, which is designed for this year to be digital on our platform, in order to test it with the students and to get the feedback from you teachers in order to enhance and to insert it later on in our main curriculum. So we believe that as introduction, as first time, same projects could be done for lower grades and higher grades. I mean, the same topic of, let's say, object detection could be done on for grade 4 and even for grade 8 and 9. For grade 8 and 9, it will be challenging more for lower grades and more easy for higher grades. But all students should start from this introduction in order to show them that how machine learning and how AI could be done, and to apply this setup in order to have this implementation correctly. So we are proposing projects, and what you can see here on the screen, it's some of the projects that we are proposing, like facial expression and emotion recognition, object detection, gesture controlled space battle, make your own face filter, attendance monitoring system. So there is like 13 projects that we are preparing, and we are promising to have them on the platform. And for the robotics, since the AI is embedded in the robot MBO2, so we can implement projects like in smart automation. We can have the noise detection, voice reactive light, remote classroom polling, house care plan, smart notifier, partial locker, and other projects. And in the game design, we can prepare or apply for applications taking into consideration Color Hunter, Opposite Game, Catch the Fish, and Dodge the Bird. So those titles will be implemented the same way, but the subject will be different. And from now, I can tell you that the main issue is not to manipulate the software by itself, since it is Scratch, but the main issue is to make this approach, this educational approach, and to understand what students can acquire at a certain level and not to go above, in order to keep it smooth and to keep them attracted to those topics. So I will take an example, like we have like 25 minutes. I will take an example to show you what are the options that you can do to introduce like AI for object detection, or we can make like for word detection or sentence detection in the field. So I will go to share my screen, and I will open my my browser. So please do tell me if you can see my my web browser now, which is the machinelearningforkids.co.uk. Can somebody give me a sign on the chat if you can see? Okay, great. Excellent. Please do not forget that by the end of this session, I will be sending you a link to fill in order to make sure that you were present, to send you the certificate of participation, because as you know, we have like more than 100 registered, but actually we have like 55 present. So to guarantee that you will be receiving the certificate of participation, please stay for the till the end, and keep attention to the link that I'll be sending by the end of this session. So the moment I launch machinelearningforkids.co.uk, this is part of the coding AI, not the robotics AI. I click on the get started, and I will go for not to sign up or to register. I will make it fast. So try without registering. So I will click on try it now. And the moment I open the platform, okay, normally I'm asked to create a new project. So the project name is hand identifier. Okay, the project type is like recognizing images, and the storage will be for sure that in your web browser. Since I'm not registered, I cannot save it on the cloud. Okay, so what I'm doing now is preparing my machine to recognize my left hand and my right hand. And later, I will see how I can merge it with Scratch by programming and creating applications. And this is what will lead to artificial intelligence somehow. So I will click on create, sorry. And the moment I create my project, which is hand identifier, okay, I click, and the category is images. I click on it, and as you can see, this project should pass within 3 phases. The first phase is training the machine. The second phase is to learn and test if the machine is working properly. And the third step is to make an application. And I believe that this approach will be quite smooth for the students, because we are not showing them challenging data or challenging notions or technical words. So this should be really a simple task. So I click on train, and the first time I click on train, my platform is asking me to create a label. So I click on label. I name it left, and I click another label right. So I believe that I have to do one label for the left hand and another label for the right hand. So I go down to even I can collect data or pictures from the internet. I can draw. I can upload a file containing many pictures, or I can use my webcam. So with the webcam, I will start by putting my hand like this. This is my first picture. This is my second picture. This is my third picture. This is my fourth picture. 6, 2, 4, 6. Add, and add. Okay, so I tried to add 2, 4, 6, 9 pictures. I'll take the right hand and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did it maybe 6, 7, and 8. Let them be 9. So 9. Okay. So what I did now, I filled two type, which are two labels, which are left and right. I can create 4 by showing, let's say, up, down, left, and right. And imagine that with those labels, I can order the scratch sprite. When I place my hand like this, the sprite will move right, will move up, will move down. And if I make like this to stop, so there is no limit for creativity, believe me. But you have to start in a simple way to introduce. And our curriculum 01, is the right solution to introduce those skills for kids. So once I create my labels, I go back, it's finished. I trained my system. I click on learn and test. And here he is analyzing the picture I've taken. And then you have collected example of images for a computer to use Gaza. You've collected 9 example of left, 9 example of right. So I click on train new machine learning model. So I'm training the machine now. There is an algorithm running. And in a while, I think it should give me, hopefully it will not be too late. So so here, look at this model. So I can click on test my webcam. So if I click on like this, test, recognizing left hand 100%. If I click like this, test, recognizing as right 100%. So you can enjoy testing and playing with the test webcam, okay, or test by drawing maybe. I did not try it. Train new machine, it's not here the idea. So I go back until now, phase 1, which is the training and the feeding the machine with the pictures. The second part is learn and test, also done. So now I can go to make. And of course, here I have to go to Scratch 3. And for sure, I'm going to launch my online version of Scratch. And this online version of Scratch will lead me to a new category of machine learning that will be added to the different categories. So if I open on in Scratch 3, hopefully you are enjoying the this webinar. You can write in the chat, I can read it later, but hopefully it's useful and it's the right introduction for you this year to start developing AI skills with your students. So here I have to wait a little bit in order to make the link between the machine learning for kids.uk and the Scratch program. So as you can see, it's the normal Scratch, motion, looks, sounds, okay? But at the end, you have hand identifier, which is a new category create, where you have the categories recognizing image, recognize image, the left, the right, add training data, train new machine learning model, and the condition if is in the machine learning learning model. So so here we are talking about what? We are talking about the just give me just 1 second. So here recognize image. If you look at this, okay. Okay, so here I have to be honest with you that the part of coding I miss it. It's since it's long time I did not do this section, but I'm trying to see how we can. So if the recognize image, custom image is in the label, so I think the custom looks like the label. For sure, I will send all the data that you need, but in the Scratch here, I'm afraid I will not be able in the time remaining to do the appropriate example. But what I can do is I promise to send you a PDF with a project done after refreshing my memory. Add training images. The link is www.machinelearningforkids.uk. Machinelearningforkids.uk. This is it. This is the link for everyone in the meeting. All right. So here, what I'll try to do, I'm not sure, but since even from the morning I had many Zoom link, Zoom webinars. So what I propose you, not to be lost in the details, I prefer to review some of the blocks alone, and to send you the link with a detailed step-by-step. What I can do right now is I can send you, wait just a second, from the Google Drive. Just give me 1 second. I will upload you Google Drive, my Drive, IMS, digital resources, Okay, this is it. Okay, great. So what I'm uploading now, you can take it as a gift from me. It's a lesson prepared but not on the picture recognition, but on the text recognition. So I believe that you will enjoy. I will try to open it. So you can see that all the steps are the same. I'm creating, instead of pictures here, I'm creating like categories of happy and sad. And I'm training my machine. And by the end, I'm doing a label for sad and happy. And here is the program to show me a dialogue between the user and the Scratch. And according to the answer of the user, so face will be happy or sad. So for the picture, it will be almost the same, but it should require from me a bit research in order to not to waste your time. So for now, I believe that just 1 second. I have to check for just 1 second to check the document. Okay. All right. Your name, your email. I'm filling the form to send you the link in order to fill it. So the link will be this one. Copy. So I believe now you can. I will send it on the link. Mrs. Mia is asking what is the difference between this and the Scratch. It's the same, but here there is a link there is a new category created, which is the machine learning that is made by the platform machineLearningForKids.uk. The certificates will be given after finishing tomorrow. I will send in one bulk all the participants. So please, I sent you right now the link for the Google form in order to guarantee to receive the certificate of participation. There is here attending like 57 teachers. Hopefully, you will fill the form. What is the difference between this and the video sensing in Scratch? I believe the video sensing in Scratch, it's a direct application without storing pictures in a library. So this is the difference. And I hope that all you receive the document I sent you AI01 PDF. So here you can imagine how the lessons will be. And for all the participants that are not using 01 as curriculum and they wish to receive more information about, please do not hesitate to contact me. You have my mobile number, okay? So I can give you more details that you can discuss with your head of department at school. So I will really thank you for today's participation. Don't forget to fill in the Google form. Okay. And tomorrow I give you appointment, same appointment as today. In case you have a question, please do not hesitate to open the mic and to